Just like a young man coming in for a quickie, I feel so unsatisfied. Welcome everybody to the channel. My name is Scruffy, and before we get started, don't forget, if you find anything in this video interesting, informational, you take something away from it, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications if you want to get notified when we come out with new videos. All right, so the topic of the day, the NFT2Tree sale. Yep, it went down this morning. There were some ups, there were some downs, and coming up, I'll give you what went down, my personal experience, final thoughts, as well as tips for the next mint. So let's start off with the facts. Well, at 2:30 p.m. UTC time, the mint did open. Now, again, it was open to OGs for either 440 mints or 1 hour, whichever came first. And it was tough. It was very, very close. I believe it was the 440 mints that went down because approximately 55 minutes into it at 10:25 UTC, they did open it up to the general public. Within about 3 to 10 seconds later, it was sold out. So there you go. Those are the facts. Now, I'll share with you a little bit my personal experience. Woke up this morning, got my big old cup of coffee, was excited. It was NFT minting day, and decided to check the social medias. Everybody was abuzz in Discord. Twitter was chirping away, and I found out actually one of my buddies goes by 7 on Twitch and Cornfather on the Discord servers. He was going to be streaming live. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll hop in there, hang out with some folks, watch his experience because he is an OG and I am not yet. So I hopped in there for a few minutes. Everybody was having a great time. We were discussing things, talking about the NFT, how it was going to go down, because all this is relatively new. And let's face it, the developers did say that this was a test from the get-go. So we weren't 100% sure what we were getting into, but all of our hopes were high. So the mint opens up, right? And we have several OGs in the chat, as well as 7 Cornfather. As we all watch anxiously, we see 7 Cornfather got to mint his, several other people in the chat minted theirs. And again, over the course of about 50 to 55 minutes, all the OGs that at least were on his stream had a chance to mint. Now, I know there's a lot more OGs than that, so clearly a lot of OGs didn't mint for whatever reason. However, that process ran extremely smooth. So kudos to the developers for that portion of the process. Then it became our turn. That's right. The general Cornucopians, all us little peons, are just chomping at the bit. I got the money in the wallet. I've unlocked my ledger. I'm just waiting for them to open it up to me so I can click the button. And sure enough, the button comes up. And I click the button to buy. And the window pops up for verification and all of that. So I click verify. And oh no, my ledger wallet locked itself back up. Apparently, it must have timed out. So I quickly put in the passcode as quick as possible. My guess is between 5 and 7 seconds is how long it took me to put it in. I go ahead and click on buy, and I get a nice little notification saying, hey, congratulations, you're in the queue, and you will be notified momentarily. So none of us know how long this is going to take, right? We're clicking refresh on the messages. We're checking the orders link at the top of the marketplace page, and nothing. I'm seeing nothing. I'm seeing, keep refreshing, keep seeing nothing. And so I'm going, I wonder if they're having problems. I wonder if my order actually went through. So I try to click on the buy it again link, and a window pops up and says, hey, you can't buy anymore. You're already in the queue. So I'm thinking, okay, great. I feel confident. I repeat that same process. I'm checking the orders tab. I'm checking my email. I'm checking the messages tab. Nothing. No feedback at all. So I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. They're processing orders and this and that. And what we notice is that the count of how many mints are left goes down in several small chunks. I say small chunks because I believe they started at 2,600, and they might go down a couple of hundred and then go down a couple of hundred after another 3-4 minutes, and then go down another couple hundred. So it really made me wonder, is my order actually being processed or not? So I click on the buy button again, just to double check. And sure enough, it pops up just like I've never even tried to buy before. And I was thinking to myself, that's strange, because I thought it was a limit of only one. So I'm going, okay, well, maybe it didn't take the first one. Let's go in there. I want to make sure I get a tree. Let's go ahead and execute it again. If I get 2 of them, fine, no problem. A little bit of time passes, and I'm checking the Discord, seeing if there's any updates from the developers or the mods or anybody in there. And they've got their hands full dealing with support tickets. Apparently, everybody and their mother was creating support tickets for all kinds of small issues. Not only that, but we also all noticed that the chat was going nuts. And some of the comments were not very nice, to be frank. So, shame on you guys that were being a little belligerent in the chat. I say a little belligerent. There were some people that downright got their feelings hurt, and there's no place for that. Come on, man. This is a game. This is supposed to be fun. This was also a test. We knew that there could be issues. Now, it turns out it didn't run as smoothly as possible. As you can see here, Matt tells us, looks like we broke something. Fine. I totally get that. Again, I expected that going in. And nothing is guaranteed in this game. And people, they need to just keep calm and copy on. The timeline's a little fuzzy because so much was going on. But if I had to guess, I'd say approximately 30 minutes later, I received an email. And here it is. I'll let you see for yourself. Yep. I did not get in the queue in time. So I quickly hopped into Discord just to kind of see what the general chat was saying. And I saw people reporting that they got in about 3 seconds and they minted a tree. And I saw other people saying that theirs executed in about 10 seconds and they did not get a tree. So from best I can tell, somewhere between 3 and 10 seconds, all of the orders were filled. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. I was so hyped up, so amped. We had this, big, huge buildup, and I knew there was a chance, but was quite disappointed. I decided after that to go over to .jpeg store and see what they were going for on the marketplace. There were some as low as 100 ADA. I believe the 100 ADA floor was going on right after that. However, it looks like we may have actually broken the .jpg store too. There were some very strange things. Floor prices were changing without anything being listed. And then once things were listed, there were a lot of items that were taking a long time to sell. I noticed some of them had pending orders for up to an hour. I actually went in and tried to buy one, and mine had a countdown for approximately an hour. It turns out that even though it said that mine was in the process of purchasing it on the .jpeg store, for whatever reason, the transaction did not go through, and that particular NFT was in somebody else's wallet. So not really sure how that happened or why that happened. I'll probably investigate that a little more in the future. Long and short of it is, it doesn't really matter. I did not get a hold of one, as I'm sure many of you did not. Congratulations, by the way, to everybody who was able to mint. A lot of the OGs were able to get in there. We noticed that it was slowing down a little bit, and rightfully so. That's the way it should. Clearly, the OG role is an incentive to strive for, and it affords you kind of an inside track on some things like this, right? First right to mint. However, for the rest of us, like I said, a little bit of a letdown. I'm a little deflated, if you will. So my 2 cents, my thoughts, my takeaways. Overall, I'd say middle of the road, lukewarm response. On the one hand, like I said, the OG went off without a hitch, and I'm super happy for those guys. On the other hand, 3 seconds, man, that is not a large window. And especially for an NFT that was for a charity. Now, I'm sure they had their reasons. I get that it was a test, and that's probably the reason why. I'm not privy to all the behind-the-scenes information. So, again, I give the developers some slack. I know there will be other NFT mints. I'm not going to go crazy like a lot of people out there and say bad things or dirty things. Just looking on ways that maybe the process could be improved on in future mint. The other thing, I realized that you can go buy one on the .jpg store. Right now, the floor price is at $90 US, which is pretty close to 13 times the amount they sold for. Again, just wanted to share my experience, give you guys an update on what all went down. How will this be affecting me in the future? Well, pro tip, I'm actually going to create another wallet that is not linked to my ledger. And somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes before the event starts, I'm actually going to transfer the necessary amount of ADA from that wallet into my unledger secured wallet in order for it to be able to be executed quicker during the minting process. So just to recap, I think it could have gone better. I think it could have gone worse. Time will tell what the next one has in store for us. How about you? Did you get a tree? What did you think of the experience? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. While you're at it, go ahead and turn on those notifications. And don't forget,